What's up, everyone? I know that when you're selecting spinnerbaits, or maybe you're new to fishing and you haven't fished spinnerbaits a lot, it can be a daunting task knowing when to select which style, and specifically which style of blades. And so I'm going to break it down. This is my spinnerbait box that I keep in my boat. I have got tons and tons of different choices, colors, head shapes and sizes, wire diameters, all of that. But I feel like we could get into that and that'd be an 1.5 hour long seminar. I'm just gonna break down blade design and shape and kind of give a base to that, because I feel like that's one of the most important things when we're talking about spinnerbait fishing. And I'm gonna start with a Colorado blade. So this is a Megabass SV3. I have swapped out and added a bigger Colorado. So we've got a double Colorado configuration here. And what a Colorado does is that round cup, kind of deep cup, is gonna put off a ton of vibration. And then it's also going to provide lift on our spinnerbait. And so what that does is that early springtime, right? We may want this bait moving slow through the water column. I can throw a 3/8 or a half, throw a double Colorado, and that lift is going to allow me to fish this bait really shallow and move slow through the water column. But then it's also going to provide vibration. So if we're fishing dirtier water situations, then real dirty, nasty water, that vibration is how those fish are going to feed. They're going to feel that thump of those blades. So as it rotates with that big cup, it's putting off all of that vibration. You can actually feel it in your rod tip. So that is one combination. And then you've got a kind of mixture of the two, where you've got a Colorado and a Willow. So this is generally called a tandem configuration. And that Willow blade is going to put off a lot more flash than what your Colorado blades are going to put off. Longer, more elongated, does not have nearly as much cup, so it's not going to provide as much lift. So if I want this bait to move faster, or say I want the bait to run deeper, a Willow blade is going to provide that. Generally when we have kind of a semi-stained water clarity, say you've got 3-4 foot of visibility, 5 foot of visibility, you may want to switch to that tandem versus just a double Colorado, because now you're getting a combination of vibration. You still get vibration from the Willow blade, but you're going to get a lot more flash off of that blade in that cleaner water. Now, if I really want to move the bait, or I want a lot of flash, then I'm going to go to a double Willow leaf, where I've got a bigger Willow in the back and a smaller Willow up front. As these are vibrating, they're putting off a ton of flash, and that bait is going to run true, and it's going to be able to run deeper. So I may go all the way up to, say, like a 1 ounce with a double Willow blade on there, and that's going to allow me to really keep that bait down 20-25 foot. You can go to a 3/8 double Willow. So all of the weights and the colors and all of that, those come into play also, but I feel like understanding what those blades do is one of the most important parts about spinnerbait fishing. So if you want more flash, if you want more speed, or you want that bait to run deeper, you want a Willow leaf configuration. If you want more vibration, slower moving bait, more lift, right, shallower water, then generally those Colorado blades are going to help. And then you can have any mix or match. Generally, I like gold in dirtier water situations with a little bit of silver. But really, that's how I go about selecting. Hopefully that gives you a base. Look at your water conditions, and then select the right spinnerbait for the job.